All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Week number 15. We got Monday Night Football to jump into in today's video. Seahawks, Eagles in what I think should be a pretty good game. We have 4 picks coming your way in today's video. I have a side that I like, as well as 3 player props that I'm excited to jump into. Before we do that, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. You guys have been running up both of those in the last few weeks here. When we were on H2H, the show I record with Tassos, he was like, hey, do you think we can get 45K by the end of the year? And I was like, no chance. What a ridiculously lofty goal. You know, 10 days later, we got 3,000 more subscribers. So I don't even know how to say thank you enough, because you guys have been absolutely game changing. And I truly do mean that. Like, thank you for all of the support as of late. So yeah, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Who knows? Maybe I was the dumb one in the room being like, no chance we could hit that goal, but we shall see. If you're not subscribed, again, I'll say it, hit that subscribe button. But like I said, we do have a good game on our hands right now. Seattle sitting at 3-point dogs at home, the total sitting at 45.5, and I do like a side in this game, and I call it a side because I like Philly. Now, I don't know if I necessarily love them -3. We may consider them, weirdly enough, on the money line, which you'd be paying some juice. -150-ish over on FanDuel is the best spot right now, which, again, that is a lot of juice. But that 3 point just kind of looks like a little cloud over my head if we roll with that. But again, I don't necessarily hate it. That's obviously a huge number in football, though, being a field goal. So this will be the only pick. You guys have to keep an eye on the pinned comment if you do want to ride, or if you do want to fade me to see if we're going with money line or the spread. That'll be where I update you guys. But the reason I like Philadelphia is, well, first and foremost, these two teams have both gone through quite a gauntlet as of late. Philadelphia, the last 5 games: Dallas, Kansas City, Buffalo, San Francisco, Dallas. Now you look at the Seahawks side of things, they went through San Francisco, Dallas, San Francisco in their last 3. So you have 2 teams that have gotten beaten up over their last 3 games here, right? But I think the Eagles are a tougher team. I think that they play with that chip on their shoulder a little bit more than the Seahawks do. And wherever the Seahawks sort of, or I guess I should say where the Eagles' strengths are, I don't think there's much to cancel out from Seattle in terms of both offense and defense, and vice versa, right? Like, this Seattle team can't really run the ball as effectively as you'd like to see against a really good run defense in Philadelphia. So what are they going to resort to do? They're going to have to pass the ball, which Geno Smith, we've seen him be good at times this year. We've also seen him kind of have some like headache plays and the play calling not be there, and them sort of have like a Pop Warner offense when they have to throw the ball. So I do think that this is a game in which it's almost just like the Eagles are going to trump Seattle overall. So again, keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if we roll with the money line or the spread. But I do think that this is the type of game that, you know, it's going to be set. The tone's going to be set pretty early, and I think the Eagles have a far better run defense and run offense than Seattle here. They both have big time playmakers on the outside and pass catchers and all that. We'll talk about that in just a second when we get to the player props. But I think the game will be won or lost in sort of the trenches, which is such a cliche thing to say, but I think there'll be some big plays and everything like that. But when push comes to shove, you're going to need to be able to push and shove for that 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, that type of thing. And I don't see how the Eagles, both on both sides of the ball, are going to be the worst team in those situations. So give me the Eagles side of things. Again, -3 or money line. Keep an eye on the pinned comment. But let's go ahead and jump into our player props here. Before we do, guys, speaking of player props, make sure you check out Sleeper. I have been singing about Sleeper from the mountaintops for so long, this entire NFL season, because it is my favorite DFS pick'em app. And new users right now can get this Jalen Hurts square, as well as a 100% deposit matched when you head over there and you use that link in the pinned comment. They're also doing a $1 million giveaway from now until Christmas, so make sure to go check that out and enter that. It's easy to enter. All you have to do is use the app like normal, and you get entry tickets. So go check it out, guys. Sleeper is no joke. That link is in the pinned comment. You get this square, you get the entry to the giveaway, as well as a 100% deposit matched. Go check it out. Link in the pinned comment. But like I said, we got some player props to discuss, and we'll jump into the first one here. Like I said, there is some explosive guys on the outside for both of these teams, and we're starting off with one of them on the Seattle side of things. We're looking at DK Metcalf here, over 23.5 for his longest reception. You guys, if you haven't been watching, or if you're an OG, you know this is the case. If you're new, we started to develop quite a damn little niche specialty in identifying these longest receptions, longest completions, longest rush, X, Y, and Z. Like, we're starting to really fine tune this, which is perfect here because I like this DK Metcalf spot. Again, 23.5. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games, in 9 of 12 on the season. He's obviously getting the most targets here, tied with Tyler Lockett, but the most targets on the entire team. And again, this is an Eagles team that definitely can gamble and can try and make some big plays. And if there's one argument to be made that this Eagles defense is soft in any area, it is pass coverage. I don't see how they can contain DK Metcalf in both ways. This could be a deep ball that he catches for 30 yards, right? Or he could get a slant and just take it the distance. We saw that against Dallas too, right? When he absolutely took this one. That was that 73-yard touchdown catch. So I love DK Metcalf's spot here. To make it even a little bit better here, when we look at wide receivers that have 50 receptions or more, their average depth of target here, he ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in the league. Average depth of target almost 14 yards, meaning he's catching the ball on average, or not catching, targeted on average. The ball's traveling 14 yards in the air, and for every yard that's in the air, he's turning that into 0.68 times per yards after the catch. So really like those numbers for him. And this is and obviously a defense that's really good on the Eagles side of things, but we talked about it, right? If you're gonna look at anything on the defensive end that the Eagles struggle at, it's going to be their pass defense. So this is going to be a spot in which I do think that they gamble, see top 10 defense in the top 10 worst defense in terms of DVOA metrics for the Eagles here. And when you look at the injuries, you'll notice that Darius Slay is also on the injury report, questionable. That could be a huge piece for DK Metcalf to be able to go out there and kind of pop off. So keep an eye on that injury as well, but we're locking this one in regardless. I do really like DK Metcalf over 23.5 for his longest reception. Guys, this is Outlier. If you don't know what Outlier is, it is literally my favorite sports betting research tool out there. We're on a player prop screen right now, but you can browse all of the player props that they have out for the week and everything like that, and dive into each and every one of them. They also have game breakdown slides and everything like that. A really cool tool. You can get 7 days free with the link in the pinned comment, and then after that it's $19.99 after that per month. So it's not really gonna break the bank either way, and you can certainly use it to profit. So go check out Outlier, link in the pinned comment. But player prop number 2, and we've been absolutely cashing with this over and over again this season, and I don't see any reason why it would stop now. We got Devontae Smith here, his longest reception over 22.5 for some damn good odds, -105. You can see Caesars and FanDuel behind DraftKings and BetMGM in terms of odds, but Devontae Smith has hit this in 7 of his last 10. He's definitely turned it on as of late, but still, even throughout the entire season, hit this in 62% of games. His average depth of target, we can go right back to kind of what we were looking at, that same thing with DK Metcalf. He's actually getting this targeted downfield fairly well as well, right? So here's receivers with 50 yards or more, and Devontae Smith right here, just a few behind DK Metcalf. Boom. Average depth of target, 12.14, and he's making more of his, way here in terms of his run after catch rate at 0.77 yards. So Devontae Smith over 22.5 for his longest reception, I do really like as well. And you know what? Not for nothing, we're turning to his quarterback for our third player prop here, over 36.5 when it comes to his longest completion. We could double dip in this. Imagine if he throws a 37-yard pass to Devontae Smith. Boom, we cash both at once. But both of these defenses, not the best in terms of, pass defense. They have very aggressive cornerbacks, which I do like the spot and the chance for, yes, Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, they can have bad days, but I do think that they're going to have at least 1 or 2 chances of big plays, and I think that this is a good spot for Jalen Hurts. Again, I like that Devontae Smith we also have, because that correlates fairly positively there. So again, to recap here, guys, we're looking at the Eagles. I'll let you know if it's the spread or the money line, but then we have DK Metcalf, his longest catch over 23.5 yards, Devontae Smith's longest catch over 22.5 yards, and then Jalen Hurts' longest reception over 36.5 yards. Hope you guys do like the video. If you did, hit that like button, and yeah, that's all we got for you guys. I think it's going to be a very good game, very entertaining game, and we have this pegged all the way around, hopefully, right? Like, we got the Eagles kind of winning in a close game, but there's going to be some explosive plays in there and really some big excitement in the game. So we have that covered with some of the best weapons on each side. So hope you guys again like the video, hit that like button, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.